everyone. Welcome to Stamping Flair. My name's Rochelle Leedsmith. Thanks for joining me. And I've got a card today with Stylish Sketches stamp set. This is a free and stamp set. It's got beautiful sketches um, with a fox, um, the ducks, and the beautiful leaves. And I really like this stamp set. It's got some little spotted spotty images as well. Um, really great if for simple stamping. If you just want to stamp the image, it works great. Just in one color, you don't need to color it in. Um, I have shown some cards with it being colored in, but you can keep it very easy and quick and really great. So today I am working with the ducks here. They're really pretty, and I think it's just very sweet and reminds me of the storybooks we used to see as children and read as kids. So I've done some preparation of die cutting and just to help us along and speed things up a bit. Uh, so for stamping the duck, I'll show you, turn the camera around, and you can see the stamp set well. I will also be using the Splendid Thoughts stamps and dies. I do have to make sure that I've got the dies right here. The dies are mainly outline images, so when you do die cut them, you'll get those bits, and you can pop them back in, but they're really nice dies. So firstly, we will stamp this image, okay, in Pale Papaya is what I'm going to use. And as I'm looking for it, yeah, here we are. Okay, where is it gone? Here we are. All right. I'm working on a few projects at the same time, so this is why. Got stamp sets and colors and blends and things all in front of me, and then mind races and I think, oh, I want to do this and I want to try this. So we're gonna stamp this image around this piece of cardstock. And I'm using Pale Papaya and just twist the turn the stamp. Then I'll bring in my blending brushes. We're going to be using Old Olive, and I may add some, just depends on the color. I might add some Granny Apple Green, so Old Olive and Soy Saffron. I'll start with Soy Saffron, and we'll blend that in around this piece. Now, I'm going to decide what my base piece is, the bottom is, because it's going to be vertical, and I'm going to start with this, and it's going to get lighter as I go up. If you are new to my Facebook page or my YouTube channel, please subscribe, and you will be receiving notifications of all my videos. And each week I do a Facebook Live on a Wednesday. It's just called My Creative Escape, and I do share that tutorial with my newsletter subscribers. So make sure you sign up for the newsletter to get those the tutorial each week. Now I'm going to bring in Old Olive. I love my blending brushes. They are really nice to use. I just love blending. I love coloring. I even like my stamping blends. Just any type of coloring. It just gives you so much. It's fun to blend these colors and mix and match and create some. See those colors change and things. It's just fun. Okay, so we've added some Old Olive there. Next, I will stamp our ducks. So, before I bring everything out, I'll stamp our ducks on a circle that I have cut out of the Stylish Shapes dies. So this is a new dies from our annual catalog. Got different circles, size circles, squares, and some banner type images. And we'll stamp the ducks there. And they're a little bit on towards the left, but that's fine. As I say, it's the design for the day, and it's okay. It's not like me. Sorry, I'm just stretching across trying to get my stamping words are kind of gone out of my reach. So I'm going to kind of work out what I need. Let's start with the beak. And we're using Daffodil Delight. And we'll do the little feet. You could even stamp this with in stays on. If you didn't see my live, check it out. I did one with saddle one stays on and colored it in. I used my water painters, so that was really fun to do. Now this is light soft suede, but I'm bringing in a whole lot of our colors, and let's see what we'll use. So I have got medium deep. I don't think I'll need the deep, and maybe this is some of our natural tones, and the light and medium. So let's start with a bit of medium, because I can always add colors. So this is our stamping blends. They're sold in sets of 2, and you get a light and a dark shade of each. So I've had these colors out from coloring, doing some coloring previously, so I'm not going to use Cajun Craze. I will be using these browns and things like that. So we'll go with, this is the medium deep. I put these on because they come with numbers on them, so that's I prefer having the actual color on it. I'm going to bring in the light soft suede. I don't normally just look at the name. I will just pick off my shelf what looks nice and what I think would go. I want to tell you the colors I'm using as nothing worse than sometimes someone using a color and you don't know and you want to replicate if you want to, and then you don't have no idea what someone used. I actually wanted to use green on that, so I might blend a bit of green on that. Oops, sorry. There we go. Gotta just bring a touch of green through that so that it looks like those. I don't know what type of ducks they are called, or they've probably got special names. Can someone tell me what their special names? Some expert. They'll all have special names in there. A bit of Cajun crisp, but I think I want some calypso coral. Yes, so this is a bit of dark calypso coral. I have had some of these forever and a day, so just blend those colors however you like. I'm just mixing and matching, as you can see. Get the whole spectrum going. And that's probably pale papaya, dark pale papaya. And now I'll start just doing what do you call it? Circular strokes on that, so that nicely blends in. So I want those colors to kind of merge, and there not to be any definite lines through that. Now let's bring it a little bit darker color. Okay, I'm happy with that, I think. And let's go with that. Now for this one, just gonna see how dark that is. Might go a little bit lighter in the middle. Gonna color it a little bit different, so that there's a bit of a change. That was Lights of Suede. And just follow those lines that are already there, and it helps get the look there. Then I'll just to match up, I will bring in a bit of that old olive and blend that. All right, for that's pretty much done for the darks. And then what we'll do is just add a bit of that say saffron. So I've already got enough ink. Just going to blend that in at the bottom. Enough to add a little bit of color. And I will get the early espresso. You can see that. Let me try and bring that in a little bit closer. Perhaps. And we'll go with just blend that out there. So I'm tapping off the excess and just bringing that in lightly. Keep that open, and I do want the little dots that were in that dark, in that stamp set, I should say, not the dark. So you get those little dots, and we'll just stamp that around just for just filling up that space up the top, and we'll just stamp around. So I'm just going to stamp off. And I'll add a little more here. Okay, that's pretty done. The next thing I have pre-done is die cut this circle out of Granny Apple Green. Now I picked a darker green only because, or a brighter green I should say, it's not a darker green. Just fix that. Because just to pick up that color, and that's from the Poppy Moments dies, the one, the dies with the poppies, and I just like that effect around instead of just getting a matting circle. Sometimes it comes through the other side and there's glue. That's a bit dead. It's run its life. Okay. And just sit it there. The next piece I have is a piece of Sahara sand, and I'm going to add some of that early espresso through it on the side. So we're going to basically mat that piece we stamped, and it's going to sit in that middle there. But I do want to create it. I mean, you might say, oh, is it worth it? But it just adds that dark to light, and we only need to do that on the side. That. And instead of using early espresso cardstock, it just gives a variation in color. There. So let's map that on. So our card base is one of our celebration items, which is a free product with a $90 order. So it's the soft sea foam and pool party card bases and coordinating envelopes. So you get 20, so 10 of each color. So is the stamp set. The Stylish Sketches stamp set is a free stamp set. But all our celebration products are available while supplies last. So you do get a free item with every $90 order and every $90 increment. However, if something runs out, then your choices will be less, I would say. So if there's something that you really like, pick that first. I'll put the shopping link, instead the shopping link in the description, so you can order online. You can also contact me to place the order. So if you don't really, it's not your thing and you're not really comfortable doing that, just call me or text me or email me, whatever you want, and I can place that order for you. The next thing I've done is I've got a piece of petal pink cardstock, and I'm going to stamp some of those these leaves in basic or in tuxedo black. So we'll stamp a couple. Of the way. And I will only need some of it, so that's okay, that will cut out. Now we have a die to cut that out. So this one you get the full image, but some of the other ones you just get outlines. This one, that's that. Then I also want this die. And I'll get a piece of soft foam cardstock. I only need a little bit. Not even that much, but and we'll bring our stamping card and emboss machine in. I'm actually looking for my base plate because I did a live earlier and I'm just oh, here it is. Goodness gracious. Here we are. All right. So let's do that. And we've got a bit of soft foam. Just got some washi holding that. You can even use your masking sheets for that. And we'll cut one of them. I need two of both of them, so let's go with that. I'm missing a plate. I think. Yes, I am. Just give me one moment. We can always use the mini, which is just here. That's the good thing with having a second little machine. Things happen. Things happen. Okay. So this one we'll just have to do one at a time, which is okay. If not, we just fuss it out, hey? I'm okay with one. And I'll be cutting that down actually because I don't want the full length of that. I just want a little bit of that. So this one clearly is missing part of it, and that's all good with me. So see where with your scrap cardstock too, if it doesn't fit the whole thing, where you can work through things like that, where you can hide things, and use up your bits and pieces. Now with this, I will just trim that down so it fits in this machine. Just got a mini machine. It's really lightweight. So if that's something that you think you don't like and you find difficult, the mini is good for that. It's just like really lightweight. And all right, so we'll bring this in, and we have got our leaves. Our 4 leaves and our ducks here. I'm going to stick this down with dimensionals, but I will put 3 in right in the middle. And the reason I do that is so that you can tuck in leaves or anything else, embellishments, anything like that can sneak them in. Because sometimes it's hard when you're doing an arrangement, trying to work out where you want things to go until you have the main piece down. And trying to arrange it backwards, like having to put it now, you don't know how it's going to look. So it's better to have it down and then you can work it out. So then by leaving the dimensionals or your glue just in the center, then you can always put those little pieces in. I'm just going to select that hello in the Forever Fern. Now that's the sentiment I have used numerous times. Just I like the size of it, and it just fits super well in lots of. It's just a nice size. And I'm just wondering, no, I won't risk it by just trying to stamp on that. Let's get a bit of scrap, and you can just cut around it, and we will stamp that in Early Espresso. Stamp another one just for good measure. Okay. We're saying hello to each other. Right, you can see I've just trimmed it. Now for the fun part of putting all this together. You can leave those in, take them out, doesn't matter. Just add some character, I guess. You put them in. I am going to, if it stays in, I don't know. If it does, we can just leave it in. Sometimes it adds that little bit extra. You can even inlay them, which is a nice technique. Come out. So get that guy in there. Isn't that funny? Look at that. The same one has stuck in both. Let's trim that off. We are not going to be using that. What I'll do, I'll just add one dimensional. And one in there. And let's try one in there. Let's break that up a bit. I do have a ribbon to go in there as well, so we can work through. So don't feel like you have to have things in the same spot. Trim goes down. Can we sneak that in? Yep. All right. Now let's see which one of these will fit in. I need to fit one in, and we'll just see which one works with that. And it doesn't really matter. Once I did the wrong one, and I worked that out, and we sneak that one in, and then that just finishes it off, so it balances it, so we don't have one lonely one stuck in there. Now we've got this beautiful ribbon, which is the natural trim. It ties very well and very easily. Makes a really nice bow. So you fold that in half and trim that. It's great for fraying if you wanted to do. I did pull all the threads off one, and it did work well, and it gives that rustic look. I might just get that off like that. We'll see how that goes. Yeah, I'm happy with that. This one's probably just at an angle that is going to give that sticking to my hand. Cut it straight. It's a bit better, and I'm going to leave it there. sentiment. To finish that off, helps to take the backing off. What do you reckon? I'll put that there. And some bling. Something sweet just to go on that. Needs something. I'm rustling through my box of stuff. Put some of that going nicely, maybe. Those 4 sea glass shapes. Maybe in that color. Oh, maybe not. Just a little bit of that rustic kind of look. I think they're perfect for that. And one more. Down there. Oh, not there. Okay. I said, oh, he's stuck there. I said sometimes the placement of those little gems and things takes so long for me to decide. That guy may need a bit of glue on it. And it doesn't behave, it's a guy. That's it. Okay, I hope you enjoyed that. It didn't stick, see? Let me fix that up. I've probably taken it off and put it back on or something, and that's what's happened. And I'll take a big tool, comes in handy. And now he won't move. There you go. Clean all our bits and pieces off here. Alright, I hope you have liked that. That's our Stylish Sketches stamp set, which is a free earn and the Stuff Seaform card base, which is also a free earn. But if you spend 180, you can choose those 2 items or any other product you like from our celebration catalogue until the 31st of August. Thank you for joining me. I hope you have enjoyed that. And if you have any questions, please ask me, and I'm happy to help you, or you can contact me later on or during the show. Appreciate your time. Have a great day. Thanks, guys. Bye.